Hi, in this recording, I'm going to show you how you can create a proactive push notification that will notify maybe your supervisors, yourselves, perhaps your support agents, if a customer has requested a live chat and no one is available. So everyone's either at capacity or busy, can often happen in really busy organizations as well. So I want to show you how we can get ahead of that and make sure that we always deliver great quality service and fast responses to our customers. So in this org, I've set up a test environment. I'm going to quickly simulate the arrival of a new message from our website using this test console here. I'm going to fire that message there. And what that's going to do is that's going to initiate a new messaging session via the messaging for in-app and web feature from Salesforce. And we can see that that request is now pending. It's sat and it's waiting to be distributed. Because no one's available, it's sort of sat there in the queue, and ordinarily you'd have to rely on your supervisors to have to constantly monitor this scenario. So we want to show you how you can utilize Act on it to send a push notification when this happens in future. So firstly, let's see that in action. I'm going to find that notification and simulate the arrival of a new push notification. Okay, and let's go back to the view here. 3, 2, 1. We'll see that arrive, and there we go. We can see that the inbox has been highlighted. So if I open this up, I can see that there's a new message here. Say, "Hi James, the customer has been waiting for a response. Can you please help?" So I'm being notified that this message is now waiting in the queue for too long. If I hover over it, I can see that it's still in the messaging queue. I can see that I'm the only person who's been notified about this, so I'm the only person who can respond at this point in time. So I then know that I need to go and make sure that I'm available, and then I'll be receiving that. I can click through and I can continue that conversation to the conclusion. So in this recording, I'm going to show you how you can set up this notification to make sure you're delivering quality service to your customers. So the first step is to navigate to the Act on It application and enable messaging sessions for the app. So I'm going to go to the application settings tab, click object settings, and I've added an entry for messaging session here, which is nothing more than just a record here. So you add the name of the object and the API name of the object, the type, the name behind the scenes, and I've ticked the message automation enabled checkbox. It's really important. Once you've done that, you have set up the support for that object for 90% of the notifications that you can create with the app. So I'm going to go to the notification tab and click new to start the process of creating a new notification. And the type I'm going to use is something called a timed and proactive alert. This is one of our most popular notification types because it works around some of the key constraints and limitations with Salesforce. And what it does is it allows you to instruct the platform to self-monitor. So anything that you might have to go and manually check or keep an eye on, you can now instruct the Salesforce platform to keep an eye on it for you and to step in if action is needed. So if I click this one, I'm going to first ask, let's start by providing a name and helpful description. So I'm going to say live chat, customer left waiting. And I can provide a description there. Which type of records are we interested in tracking today? If I expand this view, we can see that you can notify about any type of data in Salesforce, all custom objects and most standard objects. And I'm going to choose messaging sessions, which is our live chat request object there. And we'll go to the next step. So now we're asked, when would you like to send your notification? So it's when Act on It finds message sessions that meet the following conditions. So if I open up this conditions console, I can then apply filters and criteria to isolate the things that I want Act on It to keep an eye on for us. So I know that a request that's been left too long is at status waiting. So if I go to set status, it's set to waiting, hasn't been picked up yet. I know that I'm only interested in requests that come from external sources, so customer initiated, so inbound initiated requests. And my time criteria for this is fairly quick. I want to know about anything that's been sat there and was created less than 2 minutes ago. So it's older than 2 minutes. So I can say 2 minutes ago to apply that criteria. And I can use these filters and criteria to isolate what's of interest to me. I can even use query language as well to do that. So if you've got advanced use cases, you can use SOQL to isolate what you want Act on to monitor. We'll confirm that and we'll go to the next step. So how frequently would you like Act On It to search for these these sessions and notify your users? Well, again, a lot of the use cases will be the once a day, so like an overdue task reminder might be notifying them the next day. But this is really time critical, so we want to keep our finger in the pulse. So we'll say multiple times a day, and we'll have this run every minute, so every 1 minute, and we could choose certain business windows. In fact, let's do that. So let's just say between 8 a.m. and then 8 p.m. and we'll have that run maybe Monday to Friday as well, so we're not constantly running, only when it's relevant. Who would we like to notify is the next step. So by default it's going to assume that I want the notification, but if I want to direct this elsewhere, I can click add or remove, and I can start to target other users in the organization. I can explicitly set certain users. I can choose users that are members of particular queues, members of a certain role, members in particular public groups. So if you have a live chat supervisors group, you could add that here. And quite often you'll want to notify someone related to the record. So if I go to related users and expand this view, we can target the owner, we can travel up to the related items and actually target the opportunity owner, the case owner, the lead owner, the person who created these items. So what's really helpful here is that we can actually target every member of the queue in which the live chat is currently sat. So despite the fact that they're not going to receive the work item, the live chat rather, we can still reach them and say, look, there's something in the queue and no one else is available to take it, so can you make yourself available for that? So we'll choose owner and we'll include the queue owners for that as well. And you'll notice that you can have any combination of these, it's not exclusive. So, but I will just remove these for now and we'll confirm and go to the next step. So now we choose what we'd like to send. So here's one I already made, and we saw that in the demo earlier. I'm going to make a few adjustments to this. So one of the things, you can just control the content, the design, the look and feel, the fields that were available, various settings using the app here. I'm going to go to the delivery, and I'm actually going to enable email notifications and mobile push notifications as well for this, because I know that some of our supervisors are going to receive this and I want to reach them if they're not actually in Salesforce, logged into Salesforce. I'm keeping an eye on that, so we can always be really responsive and really reactive there. I've also added a couple of custom actions, so I've got a reassignment action and a take ownership action there as well, so they can take ownership from the action directly from the console, the Act On It inbox, just saving on those clicks really, and you can plug in any flow automations as well to trigger any actions that you need. So I'll save that and we'll go to the very final step, which is to validate what we've just configured. So is this correct? Act On It every weekday, Act On It will look for chat requests that have been sat there for over 2 minutes, and if it's still waiting, it's going to fire this push notification to our target recipients there. I'm click yes, save automation, and that's now running. That is going to keep an eye on it and it's going to proactively step in when action is needed. And you can obviously come back here, you can activate and deactivate, you can make any adjustments that you need to the conditional logic at any point to really refine and make sure that this is working for you. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us at help@overlayapps.com and we'll help you get this set up, no problem. Thank you very much for watching.